Hi, hello, I'm the Impending Moon, and here are 4 free indie games that released in the past week. I'll be leaving the links to all these games in the description, so feel free to play them after the video is over. First up, we have Sulka. Sulka is a nice, relaxing platformer made by Cultisti. In this game, you're a bird trying to find a new home. Although it's fairly easy, the platforming is satisfying to pull off, and it does come with a speedrun mode for those trying to perfect the game. Its calm music and chill atmosphere, along with dark mode friendly graphics, make it ideal for some time to just relax and vibe. It does have a very short runtime. I beat it in around 10 minutes, but Cultisti has no shortage of other great games to play. Overall, it might not be much, but it isn't trying to be. It's just a short, solid platformer that anyone can vibe with. Second up, we've got Heartfire. Heartfire is a top-down arcade shoot-'em-up by Crystal Femme. Here you play as Safi, a hyperspace dragon who is also a lesbian. You go through space, defeating aliens called the Venture, who have kidnapped many other dragons. As you free them, you unlock their abilities as a power-up, which creates some nice diversity in gameplay. My personal favorite is the dragon with a double fire shot. The art style is great, the player and enemies are distinct and easy to keep track of, although at times it can be hard to distinguish bullets from the background. The music and sound design complement everything fantastically, and it's easy to get sucked into the game. The only downside I see here is the unforgiving difficulty of the game. Like many other arcade shooters, there's little room for error. By default, you have 3 hearts and 3 lives. Take a total of 9 hits, and you're out. No cheating death, no checkpoints, back to the title screen you go. The developer was nice enough to add assist options to the game, however, which allows you to change the maximum amount of hearts and lives. I found this to be extremely helpful at getting through the game, seeing as I'm very bad at games in general. As a whole, if you're up for the challenge, Heartfire is a great game for some arcade-style fun. Next up, we've got Grandma and the Flowers. Grandma and the Flowers is an absolutely gorgeous puzzle platformer made by Lumberbwit. In this game, you play as a granddaughter searching for her grandmother. Along the way, you grow flowers as you walk, but you gotta be careful not to crush them after they've grown. It's got great levels, challenging puzzles, and some solid sound effects to complement its wonderful artwork. The controls, however, could use some work. There's no option to remap any of them. Playing with a controller means you can only use the analog stick, where there's a large dead zone and no analog control. Walls take a second to cling onto, and if you're holding A when you touch a wall, you'll instantly jump, making some levels very difficult. This isn't to detract from the rest of the experience, however. If you can look past some of the controls and the lack of music, there's still a challenging and thoughtful platformer with an endearing story. With some tweaks, this would be an absolute masterpiece of a game. And last, but definitely not least, is my favorite out of this list, Birds with Guns by Yol Wulkel. Is there anything more to say? You're a bird with guns, ones that go pew pew and all that. Based on the Pico 8 engine, this is a twin-stick shooter with some addicting gameplay. You can play as a multitude of birds, all while trying to get to the front car of a train. You're given a multitude of weapons to choose from. You can be a duck with a revolver, a Mordecai with a shotgun, a chicken with a sniper, a sparrow? I mean, just look at it. This game has great controls, music, and sound effects, and supports a multitude of different input methods. It's hard as nails, but infinitely replayable. You'll be hitting retry more times than you can count. If you're into some avian shenanigans, then I cannot recommend this game enough. Check it out, and maybe drop the developer some support if you can. Anyways, that's all the games I've got to showcase. If you have suggestions for any games released this week, feel free to let me know about them, and maybe I'll show them in a later video. Once again, the links to all these games are in the description, and if you want to see more of this content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. In any case, I've been the Impending Moon, and good night.